Okay, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's about 9:30. Didn't mean to click that. Let that go away. It's about 9:30 on May 21st, 2021, and we're going to look at the weather right now, enjoying the last comfortable day. We're going to be dealing with some brutal weather this weekend right now. Right now, though, temperatures are fairly comfortable. We got mid-60s across the island, middle of the island as well, and as you go further east, it's even cooler in the upper 50s. The city, LaGuardia 66, JFK 63, 70 at Central Park, and 63 in the airport west of Toms River. Let's see what the high temperatures were today across the area. So we got up into the mid 70s. Of course, warmer in the middle of the island and on the North Shore with mid upper 70s, and maybe you'll see a couple of 80-degree readings on the North Shore. You go further out east, it's a little better. 72 was the high at Islip. 72 was the high at Farmingdale's Airport's a little more toward the South Shore. 70 at Brookhaven Airport and 66 at West Hampton. And so they had highs in the upper 60s in the South Shore. Middle of the island was the mid 70s. 76 at LaGuardia. 75 at JFK. 79 was the high at Central Park. Almost 80 degrees. We'll be pushing 90 tomorrow there. And let's see what the highs were in New Jersey today. Oh, 82 in Toms River. So there you go. Pretty hot in Toms River. But it's interesting, along the shore, you'll notice 69, 66. So the eastern parts along the shore were a little cooler than that. Let's go to the Wonder Map here, and we'll look at this, look at some observations and see how things were today. We'll first start with Carl Place. Just showing you some sample stations as the breeze came in. So you can see we're up into the mid-70s pretty much all afternoon, and we finally dropped after 5 o'clock out of the mid-70s. But it was definitely warmer inland today, though. I'm not going to consider that uncomfortable. It's going to feel cool compared to the way it's going to be tomorrow. But if you're on the South Shore in, say, Babylon, you'd be much cooler there. You could see Babylon was only in the 60s all day. So look at that, upper 60s. Didn't even get to 70 there. So much cooler on the South Shore. And it's just it's a place to be if you can't take the heat like me. But not allowed to live there. Doesn't matter if I'm gonna die in the heat. They don't care. All right, let's look at North Patchogue. At Canaan Lake, our friend in Canaan Lake at 38. Okay. All right, so I'm sure he got a decent sea breeze too. Oh yeah, look at how much cooler he was. Low 70s, so a lot warmer in the middle of the island today. A lot warmer. South Shore much better, and like I said, he's a little more toward the South Shore. So Central Nassau is it's almost getting to be too hot for me. I'm getting older and I have less of a tolerance for it. So it's another reason why. Well, I talk about that in another video. How about that? So let's go look at what we are going to see as we deal with this horrible ridge that we're going to be dealing with this weekend. And you see the pattern here. That ridge is moving into its position over the southeast, which means westerly flow, barely any sea breeze, and above normal temperatures, and not much precipitation either. You can see the general pattern here. See that system out there? That stays out there, but that could become tropical system. We also have to watch the Gulf, but you'll see no major rain events. It stays fairly dry. We do have a backdoor front for Monday that'll bring some relief, but then the heat comes right back for Wednesday with the ridge. We might have to wait until Memorial Day weekend to maybe a more substantial high to move in and bring us some relief from this horrible pattern that we're in right now as far as the heat goes. I'm not a fan of the heat. It's also been kind of dry, too, which is another problem that we're dealing with as well. Let's go look at that. So, satellite image. We had plenty of sun, but a lot of cirrus, a lot of contrails. Not a nice blue sky today. Let's go to the National Hurricane Center because I want to look at that. It's also been very dry out west, too. So, we talk about how nice the weather is in Flagstaff, but it's also been very dry there. And there's some fires in California already. It's going to be a bad fire season. I know it. So this is the disturbance here. 90% chance of cyclone formation within the next 48 hours. Recent satellite image Images indicate that the area of low pressure located about 250 miles northeast of Bermuda is well defined and is gradually acquiring subtropical characteristics. In addition, earlier satellite-derived wind data revealed that the system is producing gale-force winds. The associated shower and thunderstorm activity has increased slightly over the past several hours. If that trend continues, it will result in advisories being initiated for the system later tonight or Saturday morning while it moves westward to southwestward toward the northeast of Bermuda. The low is forecast to move northeastward into a more hostile environment Saturday night or Sunday. So this is something that has to be watched. And we also have this system too. A well-defined low-pressure area is located over the western Gulf of Mexico, about 150 miles east-southeast of Corpus Christi, Texas. Earlier satellite wind and buoy observations indicated that the system is producing winds of 30 to 35 miles an hour near and to the east of its center, but recent satellite and radar imagery shows that shower and thunderstorm activity remains limited. Although environmental conditions are not particularly favorable for significant development, only a slight increase in thunderstorm activity could result in the formation of a tropical depression or storm where the storm moves inland along the Texas coast overnight. Regardless of the development, the system could produce heavy rainfall over portions of southeastern Texas and southwestern Louisiana through Saturday. Given the complete saturation of the soils with ongoing river flooding along Texas and Louisiana areas, heavy rain could lead to flash, urban, and additional river flooding across the region. So they've been getting a lot of rain in the south, but it's been dry in the northeast and it's been very dry out west. If we go back to that weather and hazard map, I'll show you what I mean. You can see they got a number of red flag warnings. This is almost the whole state of Arizona. Flagstaff definitely included in that because they got high winds, low humidity. Could be some fires out there. I'm really surprised that we're not seeing that, but it's only for the sake of the fact that our soils are damper. We get more rainfall on average. We aren't experiencing extreme dryness as far as low humidity goes. We'll be dealing with actually kind of humid conditions this weekend. So let's go and look at the HRRR now. And we will go and we will start with the HRRR rain forecast. You see there's just not a whole lot here. Maybe a slight sprinkle on the North Fork tomorrow afternoon. I doubt it. You can see most of the activity. There may be some over New Jersey and some over maybe New England. And that's like with a little, I don't know what this is. This is almost like a little wave of instability here that comes on through. And then for Sunday, we're dry again. And this would be your cold front. So this would probably be your next opportunity for precipitation. But we're not going to be dealing with that until later Sunday. What we are going to be dealing with is the heat. So let's go and look at the heat on the HRRR. And you'll see what we're going to be dealing with. Enjoy those 50s because tomorrow it gets brutal. And look at that. You see 90 or better. I think we could see 90 in the central Nassau, North Shore, New York City, and probably into the 90s, mid-90s probably in New Jersey, like Tom's area. It's probably going to be absolutely brutal. East End probably be more like 80s, probably low 80s, on the South Shore and the East End probably. And then you can see there is a sea breeze here, but look, it doesn't get very far west. So you've got to be right along the immediate shore, mostly over Suffolk County. And as we go into Sunday, it gets worse. Muggy night, lows struggling to get below 70 degrees. And then look at Sunday. We do it again, except this time there is no sea breeze at all, and everybody gets up to close to 90 degrees. It's going to be absolutely brutal. And along with that, we're also going to be dealing with the humidity, too. So let's put those dew points in here. So here's the dew point map, and you'll see here dew points are going to go up tomorrow. Actually, it doesn't look too bad according to the these dew points don't look actually that bad. At 50s, seems like they've come down a little bit, so it won't really be all that humid. And you do see a weak sea breeze here. You got to be on the South Shore or the East End to get that. We're not going to feel a thing here in Mineola. It's going to be hot. The only place worse than here will be New Jersey. But you see the dew points come up a little more on Sunday. But look at those arrows. You can see west winds, maybe a sea breeze right on the South Shore again, but you got to be right on the South Shore. And you can see here is that front that's going to try to come through and bring us some relief for Monday. So for that, let me go to the GFS so we can go a little further and look and see what's going to happen on Monday with the temperatures. So here comes and here's the GFS, by the way, which pretty much shows what's going on. But by Monday, you see the relief coming in after midnight, probably east winds Much cooler for your Monday. Highs only maybe around 70 degrees, so much better. But it doesn't last. We have one more cool day on Tuesday, and then the heat comes back into the picture again. Here's Wednesday. Looks like it's got the heat in Jersey, New York City. Maybe a sea breeze for Long Island, hopefully. And then here's Thursday. Looks like it's got a lot of heat in New Jersey again. And then here comes the next cold front with much better conditions for Memorial Day weekend. So let's go look at the dew points situation. So you can see there's that front. You can see the wind shift. There's the dry air, but then the humidity starts coming back. Return southwest flow. Wednesday looks like a southwest to south flow, so that should mean a sea breeze. But again, if you're in the middle of the island, good luck. Then we're going to do a little stall front syndrome, trying to get that front through Thursday into Friday. Finally comes through Friday and into the weekend. So now that we know what's going to be happening here, and again, that would be the next chance for any rain. So I'm going to go to the NAM 12, and we're going to go and look at the precipitation here on this. This goes out a little further because the GFS is just so low resolution for this. See, because NAM's a little more bullish about maybe a couple of showers tomorrow afternoon. I'm not buying that. And then look at that front just moves through dry. So again, not really a whole lot of rain here. We're staying kind of dry. All we need is windy conditions and low humidity, and that could really trigger some bad fires again that we're going to have to really be careful about. Let me go look at the NAM 3 for tomorrow. Go look at the 18Z again. And let's see what it looks like. It does, yeah, it's barely anything. It looks worse on the NAM 12 than on the NAM 3, but I mean, barely anything here. We're dry. We're really hurting for rain here. So let's look at the sky conditions. I don't expect any nice skies over the next day or so. I mean, we had sunshine, blue skies. It was hazy. And tomorrow, tons of cirrus around. It's going to be tons of cirrus. This is all high-level clouds. If you go look at the, we can look at the low cloud. It's not that much. It's mostly high clouds. It's high clouds. So when we go to that, you see it's high clouds mostly that we're going to be dealing with. Lots of cirrus. That's the kind of, contrails, all that kind of stuff. The sun's still going to be out, though, so it's going to be sunny, milky, hazy, disgusting sky to go along with the disgusting hot air out there. And then we deal with it again on Sunday. And then the question is, what will happen Monday? Can we get into this clear air over here? We could look at the RGM, which goes a little further out. But you can see kind of the front. It's a back door, so it probably doesn't really make it far west enough for us to get. Maybe, it tries to get west enough that maybe we have some clear skies, but we'll have to see. It's like a backdoor front, so those things usually don't bring clear skies. You see all that cirrus for Saturday. Less cirrus probably for Sunday, but but it's going to be hot both days. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be pleasant at all. So we're going to take a closer look at this on the Ventu Sky site, and we'll get to show you what it's going to look like tomorrow. I'll set this to 2 p.m. and we'll set this to Saturday. So you see what's going on here. You see that northwest flow, west-northwest flow across Nassau County. You have to go much further. Even Suffolk County, North Shore could deal with 90s. The city 90s. Toms River definitely 90s. And even on the South Shore, you got to be right on the South Shore. You might get in the 80s. Suffolk County, you see right on the South Shore, right at the beaches is really going to be the place to be. That's where it's going to be cool tomorrow. Other than that, it's going to be hot. Let's go move it over to 4 p.m. You can see no sea breeze for the middle of the island. The South Shore is only going to get. It's only going to get the sea breeze is only going to make it to Sunrise Highway. The rest of us are going to be dealing with the heat. Out east, there'll be more of a sea breeze. Forget about it if you're in New Jersey. Move this along to 6 o'clock, and you'll see still no relief for the middle of Nassau County. But if you're in Suffolk, it looks like you'll get some relief, and on the South Shore as well. But it's going to be absolutely brutal in the middle of the island. There's going to be no relief here at all. Anywhere from like Deer Park west along the middle of the island, you're going to be above 90, and you're going to be there most of the day. So it's going to definitely feel like you're in New Jersey tomorrow. Let's move this along to Saturday. I'll move this back till 2. Let's look at Saturday. And Saturday, it's even worse because we have an even stronger northwest wind. That's going to suppress the sea breeze even more. I meant Sunday. I'm sorry. I meant Sunday. Let's look at Sunday. You can see that northwest wind. No sea breeze anywhere. So it's going to be really just a pair of really hellish, brutal days. and it's going to be horrible. It's going to be very, very hot, and we're going to have to wait until after midnight to get some relief on Sunday. So we got a brutal weekend ahead. If you like the kind of heat, you're going to love it. I don't. I hate it. I'm going to be dreading it, and I got to stay in air conditioning or be on the South Shore or something, because it's going to be just too hot in the middle of the island for anyone to walk around. Too hot for me to even walk around out there. I can't take this kind of weather. I just can't. I cannot deal with it, especially as I get older. I can tolerate it less and less and less. So if I move anywhere, it's going to be the South Shore, not New Jersey, because I'll die in the heat there. That's going to be it for this video. Take care, and thank you for watching.